Fire Country Season 4 Episode 11 Review. Is Tyler redeemable? Plus Bode's new love interest? By author Denise Kimathi. Since the pilot episode, Fire Country has positioned itself as a redemption story. Through its main character, Bode Leon, it asks if redemption is possible when someone has lost their way, leading to serious consequences for themselves and those who love them. The show has never offered a clear answer. For years, Fire Country has meandered, while Bode has shown little sign of genuine growth. To its credit, Season 4 has trended in that direction with arcs like Chief Richard's mission, but the results are wanting. With Tyler's storyline, Fire Country finally forces Bode to confront the damage his actions cause. Seeing his worst instincts reflected in someone else shakes him in a way nothing else has. It might be too early to call it, but it may be the first storyline that actually forces Bode to confront who he is. Fire Country Season 4 Episode 11, Elite of the Elite, is a pivotal moment for the story. Everyone has learned who the arsonist behind the Zabel Ridge fire is, and it's like a kick to the balls for Bode. He had tried to see the best in Tyler, taken him under his wing, and made some sacrifices. But then it turns out the kid is responsible for Vince's death. It's the kind of revelation that short-circuits the brain. So the moment when the world around Bode goes quiet becomes one of the show's most effective stylistic choices. It has always been the question at the center of the show, and now it's spotlighted in this hour. Can people never come back from some actions? Bode, for all his flaws, committed a relatively minor crime compared to Tyler's. Sure, it involved a firearm, but he never fired it, and, based on the character's hero complex, never intended to. But Tyler's actions have resulted in millions of dollars in property damage and a death. Can someone come back from something this serious? It's a conundrum that has Bode lost for most of Elite of the Elite. Even when he's selected for a specialized program in Cal Fire, a program I'm confident he got in because of nepotism, he can focus. Remember, this is Bode, someone who lives for moments like this where he can prove he's better than everyone else. Yet, he loses focus and nearly costs Malcolm's sister, Eleanor, her life. Max Theriot delivers one of the most balanced performances in the episode. The script usually leaves him involved in ridiculous dialogue and scenarios, but in this one, he delivers. He captures Bode's internal turmoil with great precision, truly giving the episode the weight it deserves. As Bode wrestles with this realization, his journey from anger to betrayal and, eventually, to level-headedness is well mapped out in Theriot's performance. So when he confronts Tyler, Bode has earned this. The bigger issue is what happens now. How will Fire Country handle this? Will they decide that not everyone is worthy of redemption and throw Tyler in jail? Or will the writers find a way of proving that even something as bad as what Tyler did does not define someone's character? Fire Country is at a turning point, and what the writers decide will redefine the show. Family is at the forefront of the hour as some parents and siblings arrive to support their children. Fire Country has never been good at simple family reunions. There is always some problems simmering beneath the surface. When Ruby arrives to support Sharon, it's heartwarming to see mother and daughter enjoying each other's company. The same rings true for Elroy and Eve. But like clockwork, arguments break out, and what were sweet reunions turn bitter. I should have known better than to expect Fire Country not to turn every family reunion into a toxic affair, even one as important as Elroy revealing his new health problems. At this rate, I am willing to accept that Fire Country will never get family right. I don't like it, but I accept it. I know I've heaped praises on Bode here, but he is anything but consistent. What are the chances that Bode, given his track record, was chosen for the REM? It screams nepotism. Also, when Eleanor gets into an accident, what a coincidence that in a camp full of firefighters, Bode is the one to save the day. Elite of the Elite is one of the stronger episodes of the season. It strikes a decent balance between what makes Fire Country excel and what drags the show down. Almost every character gets some screen time, so the episode is dragged down by Bode's whims. I don't want to celebrate early as I did with Chief Richard's arc, but we might be getting a better main character after all these years. Over to you, Fire Country fanatics. We have to talk about that Manny moment. What is wrong with him? And would that explain his odd recent behavior? Fire Country is at a pivotal moment in the story, and I'm curious what you think they'll do with Tyler's redemption. Let's keep the conversation going. It's the only way the good stuff survives. Say something in the comments, share if you were moved to, and keep reading. Independent voices need readers like you. In Fire Country Season 4, Episode 11, Edgewater spirals after the revelation of the identity of Zabel Ridge's arsonist. We dive into the implications. We knew there were going to be consequences after the trauma, and Sheriff Country Season 1, Episode 11 quickly delivers them. Matlock Season 2, Episode 10 introduced Billy's replacement, and he was weird. Meanwhile, we had a strong court case. Our review: Elsbeth took on the ridiculous luxury wig industry on Elsbeth Season 3, Episode 12, with predictably zany moments. Our review: Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Season 2, Episode 12 told a serious story without sacrificing humor, which is how it should be. Our review: posted unpublished. March 6, 2026. Denise is a staff writer for TV Fanatic. He's combined his love for creative writing and television into one neat package covering television shows and occasionally films. His mood greatly influences his viewing habits, ranging from bubbly laugh track sitcoms to twisted serial killers and apocalypse. More categories, reviews, comments.